IAXISRADIO, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
IAXISRADIO, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Hello, welcome, and thank you very much for tuning into this Monday. What is this? April the 7th, 2025 episode of the Lola Shae Show. I am your host, Lola Shae, and this is IAXISRADIO, where there is no limit to what we do. So I would like to say good evening to everybody in the chat. Good evening, Vonnie Jones. Good evening to you. Good evening to everybody. Vonnie Jones says, I got my regular checking in. Appreciate you guys. Just happy to be here, as usual. Thank you to everybody who tunes in regularly. Thank you to all my new people. Thank you to everybody who contributes in any way. You are greatly, greatly appreciated. We got a crazy show today, so like crazy show. So I got some topics that may or may not be considered a little, but we all grown here. So if we're not grown here, I would like to make this disclaimer early in the show. This is not going to be a kid-friendly show. Maybe puberty, because these kids need to know, but that's up to you, and your parental discretion is definitely advised. Okay, with that, your boy is at it again as usual with his executive orders. He's doing it. He's done it, and he continues to do more craziness. Then he took a break and went golfing. So I'm not surprised. I don't know why everybody seems to be acting so surprised by this. Bush actually golfed more than any president in history during his term. So, if you need, they do say it is a high stress job. You have to decompress somehow. And he's definitely been bringing more stress to the job than usual. So I would have to say, good evening to you, Abby Justice. Thank you for tuning in. Love you. I know you have a birthday coming up, so I want to give you a very, very happy birthday. We're not going to talk about what year birthday this is because we don't discuss those things. But I want to give you a big hug over the air before I'm giving you your big hug in person. I want to say happy, happy birthday to you. Many, many more to you. You deserve all the blessings, the love, the joy, and I hope you enjoy yourself. I know you've been celebrating all month long, and it won't stop. So I can't wait to see you guys. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay. Ciao. All right, so so the boycotts are working. We'll start there. The boycotts are working. So anytime you hear somebody say the boycotts don't work, your dollar doesn't matter, that seems to be honestly the only thing that does matter. The only thing that they do seem to care about is an attack on their bottom line. Target, Walmart, quite a few other establishments are definitely now feeling the pinch of not having us, our beautiful faces, our energy, our presence, and above all, our dollars. They are reporting, Target especially, reporting lowered foot traffic in all of its stores. Overall, lowering of between 4 and 6%, which is definitely noticeable. That means the lines is not as long as they usually are, and it's quite empty inside of some of these stores. So, shout out to IG Sarah1014. Shout out to you on IG. Appreciate everybody tuning in on IG, on all the streaming platforms. There are a lot of them. 360 Live. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody tuning in on Twitch. Shout out to everybody getting proud of this little show, and I want to thank you for your dedication to it. We are growing. We are getting better. We are doing things. That's what we're doing. And I have you guys to thank for it. It's you guys that make me continue every week, that make me fight the trains and the traffic and the crazy to come to the Bronx to shoot this show, to talk to you guys, and I am still enjoying it all these years later, and I have you definitely to thank for it. So once again, I'd like to thank all of y'all. I'm always going to be thanking y'all because you are the most important thing here. You and Al. Most important things here, I must say. Okay. Boycotts are definitely working. Walmart facing blackouts. Target's complaining about power usage, turning off the power during certain hours, rolling brownouts they're doing now. They can't afford to keep the lights on and the air conditioner at the same time when nobody's coming into the store. So shout out and congratulations to everybody. Keep up the good work. I hope we all understand. I'm sure most of us understand. I want us to all understand that the boycott on Target specifically is permanent. We're just not going back to Target. They're going to have to come up with something else, maybe rebrand or something, but we're not going back to Target. The idea that you made promises that you never intended to keep in the first place, but you made promises and gave major incentives for us to shop in your store, pretending to care about us as a people, pretending to care about our struggles, our issues, our things, okay, when all you really cared about was our dollar, and not even enough to stand behind us when it came to a little bit of pressure from the president. The president will go, unless you guys know something that we don't. He will not be the last president. There'll be another president. There'll be different policies. There'll be more executive orders. But you caved and got rid of all the programs that benefited who? Us, the people who had your back, okay? So now we no longer have your back, and we won't be doing it again. We just are tired. We're done. And it's pretty much the end of black folks as y'all know it. All right, so just get ready for that, okay? Okay, so today's topic, first we're going to take a short video break because once I get started on this conversation, I don't think, shout out to you, Karen Brown. All right. I knew that's how you said it. So, but yeah, we're going to take a quick video break and then we'll come back because this topic is crazy and I want to take up all the rest of my time. So 2, 3, maybe 4 videos. I'll give it to y'all, and then we'll come back and kick off the craziness for the day. So appreciate you guys again. Thank you for watching, and we'll be right back. This is the Lola Shae Show on IAXISRADIO.com.
We gon' do it like that, like this. Do it like that, like this. I'm gonna do it like that, like this. Do it like that, like this. got the wrong one. Y'all boys wanna act up and try to snatch us up. Oh no, I had to pull up, snatch y'all like it was up. Wanna do it like that, like this, like this. Do it like that, like this, like this. I'm gonna do it like that, like this, like this. Do it like that, like this, yeah. Y'all boys wanna act up and try to snatch us up. Oh no, I had to pull up, snatch y'all like it was up. Wanna do it like that, like this, like this. Do it like that, like this, like this. I'm gonna do it like that, like this, like this. Do it like that, like this, yeah. You got the wrong one, the wrong one. Had to pull up on 'em, yeah. Wrong one.
You cramp my style, you block my flow. You hurt my heart, you rip my soul. Where you be at, I just don't know. Girl, now you gotta go. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby.
You cramp my style, you block my flow. But when you hang out with your girls, you don't let me know. Not trying to say your ass is fast, but you might be, yo. Telling me it's a hard task, but you ask for dough. Whoa, not happen. You love me, my stop capping. You want me to stop rapping, support me is what you lacking. You're hating, I'm not jacking. You playing, I'm all facts when I tell you to get your shit, my split, and get the packing, cuz.
You crack my style, you block my flow. You hurt my heart, you rip my soul. Where you be at, I just don't know. Girl, now you gotta go. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go.
I don't understand why this girl be trying to play me. This love shit is kinda scary, cause it kinda drive me crazy. All I do is try to love you, but you mentally betray me. Raised a boy into a man and he wasn't even my baby. Shit, you want some sneak shit, you take my kindness for weakness. Because my pocket's the deepest, you was lying to me with sweetness. But your sour love got me smoking sour bud, and I want you out in the hour. Bitch, relationship is a dub.
You crack my style, you block my flow. You hurt my heart, you rip my soul. Where you be at, I just don't know. Girl, now you gotta go. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go.
Silly of me, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'ma find a real one that's ready to give real love to me. Tired of that white face shit talking me to death, headache, I deserve more, I'm done, had enough, calling it quits. Silly of me, the thing that I had only you. I believed you when you said that you was ready. And I believed you when you said I was your only lady. I feel so stupid, foolish, gullible, I'm mad as hell. Damn. This right here ain't what I dreamed of. Thought I was walking into love, but no. To give real love to me. Tired of that white face shit talking me to death, headache, I deserve more, I'm done, had enough, calling it quits. Silly of me to think that I had all of you. My life already filled with mad drama, now you added to it. Had me take my wall down, boy, you ain't shit. You had me giddy, you was the goal. Ain't no fun in starting over. I give in chance and chance, feel like my luck is running over. People say it's a bad romance, let's keep on dancing for the moment. You be the type to distract my plans, put me in a trance and leave me open. Lose my track of staying focused. Your pheromones got me hypnotized, I can't describe. The thing you say, you make me fall in line. I start on you, you break my pride. I built it up and now it's in disguise. Oh, use a drug, you keep me running back to back. Need your touch, cause we can't have enough for that. Say they know you and I can't hide, cause we do attach. Ain't no denying that. Swear your love is so tricky, 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 tricky. I cannot dream of home for someone so iffy, 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 iffy. It made no sense at all because you're so wishy-washy, wishy, wishy. I'd rather walk and crawl below you, so sticky, 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 sticky. Stuck with you. We should've took the time to codify me to mine. But when we were entwined, it's like our souls come alive. So sweet, like the nectar from the gods tonight. Came to realize that life is order and divine. Why? I can't accept it's over. I thought we getting closer, so now I learn to cope. But first I need closure. Closure from you. So long to you. So long to you. My sweet. Swear your love is so tricky, 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 tricky. I could not dream of falling for someone so iffy, 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 iffy. It made no sense at all because you're so wishy-washy, wishy, wishy. I'd rather walk and crawl below you, so sticky, 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 sticky. Stuck with you.
What? Like I was sleeping? I was sleeping. Okay, ladies. All right. The whole, like, if you're not a lady and you don't want to hear crazy lady talk, take this time now to go watch some basketball or something. I don't know what to tell you, cause ladies, the things I found out today. So I like to get my scroll on the internet. I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling and I come across. I tried to send it, but the format wasn't gonna work for it to go through the way I needed to. So I'm definitely sharing it online though. So check out my Instagram and Facebook pages and following the show. Please give me your comments. Tell me what you think about it. But it just was the craziest thing that I saw all week. So scrolling as I like to do, and I came across a young lady. Well, she seemed to be a little older than the other young ladies that were there, but still a young lady. I was trying to explain to a gentleman that men can, in fact, be wore out. Okay. So now the gentleman's argument was that he had never heard of a worn out penis. And I was kind of glad that he had never heard of a worn out penis, because why would he be hearing about worn out penises? He would not. But I'm sure all of the ladies in the audience today, tomorrow, and in the future have at least heard about a worn out penis. Right? Okay. So we know that this is a thing. Well, what we might not understand that it's getting worse. Okay. So far, 76% of men worldwide experience some kind of erectile dysfunction. Okay. Now, they don't seem to understand the correlation between too much sex when you're young and erectile dysfunction when you're old. But I really wish some studies would be released. Not done because they've been done already, but definitely released so that we can definitely talk about this. Okay. The idea that you have never in your life seen all the different configurations of vagina, right? And yet have the nerve to say that a woman's vagina, you know, it looks like roast beef, it looks like it's been beat up, it's been ran through, and then you have the whole argument of a woman being large or her walls being somehow stretched out, which honestly is not even biologically possible, okay? What more likely the case is you're not arousing her enough for her muscles to tighten up around your shit like they're supposed to. That might have a lot to do with it. It also, it just basically, the chemistry is not chemistrying enough for, I mean, her mind can be there, you know, and the body still not be connected. There can be a disconnect there, especially if you're not doing all of the things. And she's thinking about the dishes that she still has to do, or et cetera, and et cetera. Right? So somebody made the comment, like I said, about, you know, a woman possibly being large and somehow getting stretched out, which is not, like I said, ladies, it's not possible. Even after a baby, your body tends to, it might take some time, but your body does go back to a semblance of normal, unless you had some trauma in that area, some tearing, some other things going on that may prevent it from returning to normal. And then it gets gross when you go down the comment section and there was a young lady who was like, well, if the vaginas are all supposed to be so big, then how come nobody's tampon ever falls out? So what they're saying is, based on that statement, is that their penises are smaller than a tampon, is basically what they're saying. Not that she's so very much large, but that their penises are actually smaller than a tampon. Because if this same over-large hallway of a vagina can hold a tampon that's about yay big and yay wide, that means something. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you factor in that the average penis measures around 5.5 inches, and you understand that 5.5 inches is, let me get this right now because I think it's important. 5.5 inches is equivalent to 13.32 centimeters. So I think that's where the misunderstanding comes in at, as to far as when you ask a man how you know, and he says 12 inches, and you see it and it's like 6. That's because they're counting in centimeters. They're not counting inches. So yeah, don't fall for that trick anymore. But yes, okay. So back to my original point, which was the overwhelming amount of people on Viagra. Okay. The extreme levels of erectile dysfunction, the people that are taking Viagra that don't need the Viagra, and they're going to need the Viagra after they finish taking the Viagra. There's a whole lot more male sexual dysfunction reported than females. Females usually report frigidity, lack of desire, lack of lubrication, lack of, and again, the disconnect that I spoke about earlier. While men, if it's not getting to where you need it to be or where she needs it to be, then there's no action occurring, basically. So to prevent that, they've started, they got all kinds of Cialises and Viagras, which is basically, let me make sure I got that right, sildenafil citrate. Child, I'm not, It's been known to give drastic drops in blood pressure, cause heart problems, and some men get to the point where they can't function at all without it. And now you have younger and younger men who just want to last a little bit longer, which is a mind control thing, mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. But they want to last a little longer for their significant others. And so they are taking the Viagras when they really, really don't need them, and it's causing irrevocable problems. It's causing stretching of the blood vessels, which don't shrink back to their regular size. It's kind of giving hallway. And then it's causing, it can give you heart problems, especially if you already have heart problems and you're taking nitrates. It can adversely interact with the nitrates and cause you problems on that level. It can cause dizziness from the massive drops in blood pressure. It can cause so many problems more than what it solves. So I see that as a thing to be avoided if possible. Now, if you eat the proper foods, there are foods that increase and improve your blood pressure. There are foods that increase and improve your circulation, which 9 times out of 10, not all the time. Sometimes there are more severe issues at play. Only your urologist can know for sure, which is why it's imperative and important that you consistently and regularly see your doctor. Okay. But yeah, the side effects and issues that come with just the generalized needed usage for people who actually need it still causes way too many problems for me personally. So I just felt like I needed to make note. I felt like it was something that I wanted to talk about, even if it wasn't something that you guys needed to hear today. But I'm just sick of the disparaging and woman-hating comments, especially when it comes to things like that. Things that are not based on any kind of fact. Things that are just based and intended to hurt a person's feelings and make them feel less than, which is not necessary, okay, at all. There are plenty of insults that don't involve lies biologically, is all I'm saying. I'm thinking just use your imagination. You don't have to tell lies, though. About the poor woman, okay? If you don't like her, you just don't like her. Talking about her vagina is so big. You know what? Anyways. Who's in ways. Now, okay, so the disconnect that has been noted, because it's been there. It's not like it's a new thing, but it's definitely new for people who have never noticed it before. But the disconnect between the men and the women, and the idea that we're somehow always at odds with each other, which I don't see that. I see an agenda to make it seem like we are always at odds with each other. I see where it would benefit people for us to be at odds with each other. But we really love each other. We love each other, and we don't want to be without each other. And we look out for each other, and we hope to be with each other and all that good, mushy, smushy, nice, cozy, wishy stuff. I'm just saying. Okay. So there's no female equivalent to the Viagra yet, still, ladies. Why? I don't know. But when you consider the idea that they have done so much less research on female body, female libido, female anatomy, female functions and processes outside of the very bare minimum that they feel is necessary. If you factor in the fact that we're still using the same speculums and gynecological equipment that we've been using for 175 years, when you factor in that the father of gynecology practiced without anesthesia on unwilling, unwitting, and unsuspecting slaves, and then add to that specific point that medical journals and schools, okay, classes, curriculums have had a spin on them that put us as unfeeling, sex crazed, less than human individuals. So these people and their mindsets is what set the precedent for the gynecological stuff that we have going on today, or lack thereof, right? So I'm saying learn more about yourself as much as you possibly can, and spread the word. Stop treating the female body as if it's some kind of a big secret, as if it's some kind of a bad thing, some kind of unexplainable, just and there's no way to find out either. Like it's like we're aliens or something. No, God made us fiercely and lovingly and carefully and perfectly, I might add. I just have to say that. So, I hope I didn't gross you guys out too much. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I do both. Intermittently. Sometimes. But, yeah, it's been I've been, doing the studying, and I find out that the information seems to just be the same thing regurgitated over and over again. There aren't any new studies that come out to explain some things that I feel like everybody should already know. At least women should already know. But a lot of women don't even know, like, for example, about menopause and perimenopause and hormonal changes, and that chia seeds contain estrogen and little things like that. The parents didn't pass on the information to the kids out of shame or embarrassment or for whatever reason. The kids just make it up as they go along, getting completely erroneous information. All of these things have to stop. It's not anything to be ashamed of. At the same time, it's not something to be taken lightly either. It's a very serious topic, just like sex is a very serious topic. Something that should be gone into with a full understanding of the consequences, okay, and repercussions that come from having sex at any age, whatever age that age may be, right? It shouldn't be treated as if it's some hush hush, must be whispered in quiet tones, something that we don't talk about in mixed company. Well, maybe not mixed company, but definitely to your intended audience. You should have an intended audience. Your kids shouldn't be getting their primary information from their besties, because their besties don't know either. And usually if they do know, it's from trial and error. And you don't want trial and error, because that's where STIs, STDs, incurable and curable come from. That's where, and you still can get a bag that you can't get rid of. Yeah, I know they have all kinds of medications. You can be undetectable, but I don't want to touch a person. I don't care if they're undetectable or not. I feel like you should keep your detectable stuff over there with the detectable people, and away from the clean peoples. And I said clean. I said clean. Now, I do understand and acknowledge that people catch some of these diseases unbeknownst to them and to no fault of their own. But then there's a vast majority of them out there who are having unprotected, unconsiderate sex indiscriminately, and then are passing diseases around intentionally. It's a very dangerous world out there. So if you go out and you send your children out into the world with the mindset that everything is okay, we're still back in the 60s, we don't got nothing to worry about, it's setting yourself and them up for untold and unnecessary stress and drama and hardship in their life. And I just, I don't want to see that for you. I want love and joy and happiness and health and wealth and reciprocation of love in your life. Again, much love, all the love in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end, in case you was wondering. Okay. Now, well, I am not going to talk y'all ears off, because like I said, it was enough. I had to do like a super deluxe big breath before I got it out. Was I going to get it all out? Hopefully. I didn't ramble too much. Hopefully I made enough sense. What I didn't make sense on, my recommendation is always to get online, get in those books, get to reading and researching on your own, and don't take my word for it. Learn what you need to learn for yourself, okay? Because my people perish for lack of knowledge. And that's the truest statement I ever heard, honestly. So With that, I probably will take this time to do we have another couple videos? I think we do. We always got some videos for y'all. So yeah, I'm going to take this time. Maybe we can do Thoughts of a Gangster or shout out to Moet, shout out to, let me do my quick shout outs while we pulling those up. I do have that. I want to shout out to Gary Beats, Naya Nicole, like this. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to World of Rama, go baby. Shout out to Dio Piano, whatever we calling ourselves. The logo is the brand. Shout out to him always. Shout out to Vocal by Jamel Jones. Checking in or not checking in, show wouldn't be the same without her. Please take the time out to try her vocal Voice to Life tea. Okay, give your voice life with Voice to Life tea. Okay, absolutely with that. Shout out to Crooklyn Cannabis Company. Shout out to East New York Oasis Community Garden. We are open officially on April 1st, but we will begin our events. Our first event is the Easter egg hunt coming up April 19th. The rain date is April 26th. This will be our second annual Easter egg hunt. The first one was a roaring smash. The kids very much enjoyed themselves. So I'm looking forward to doing that again. We also have our summer movie series starting in July. It'll run through July and August, skipping September, and then we'll be back for our horror series in October, ending up the year with our yearly Halloween masquerade ball. And definitely come out, bring your costumes. The address, as usual, we're still in the same spot. 15,000 square feet of open, lush, happy space in the middle of Brooklyn, New York. So the address to that is 2539 Picken Avenue, Brooklyn, New York 11208. We're located on Picken between Atkins and Montauk Streets. So shout out to all of the volunteers, everybody who puts a lot of work in to make things happen down there at the center, at the garden. Got a good group this time. I'm looking forward to doing a lot of things. If you have suggestions about events, would you like to have your event there, or just, any more information, please feel free to contact East New York Oasis on Instagram and Oasis East New York at gmail.com. So, shout out to Nishu Kumar 0143. Shout out to you and thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate you. Okay. So what else I got? I got Naija Chanel, Sticky Wicket. I'm going to get the official video for that. I just like her. I love Naija. She's a wonderful artist, beautiful individual, lovely family. I wish her much, much, much success. And I see her growing and succeeding and moving forward. And that's all that I can possibly wish for anybody. I ain't asking for anything. I'm just happy to see you guys. Happy to see you succeeding and doing well, and happy to see you happy while you do it. So, and then we have, so I want to real quick before we go into our last video, because I do have a couple of minutes. So we have the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Is a yearly dinner for the White House correspondents. So these are the press corps, the group of people who are responsible for reporting all and any information coming out of the White House, right? So yearly they have a yearly pat on the back ceremony where they give awards to the top journalists and, cameramen, all the people who make that happen, right? They usually have a comedian as the keynote main speaker, right? They've ran the gambit of different keynote speakers. One of my favorites was Michelle Wolf. It got to turning into a roast on their asses when she was in there, and I loved every minute of it. But I also think that was the beginning of the problem. So my issue is that this year, one of my favorite comedians activists and talking heads. Amber Ruffin was supposed to be the speaker this year, the comedian speaker this year. They had her booked. They had already started making announcements that she was going to be the one. And then pretty much at the last minute, they took back their invitation, withdrew the invitation, and said that they're not going to have any comedians, that they really want to focus on the journalists and journalistic integrity and all of that good stuff, which I personally find that to be a bunch of bullshit. I personally feel like they are afraid of what this woman was going to say, because she is definitely known for her wit, her sharp wit, her intelligence, and definitely her pro-black stance, pretty much on everything. Okay, so she cracks me up anytime I see her. I'm happy to see her with Roy Woods Jr. I loved when she made her appearances on The Daily Show, and I love to catch her podcast that she has as well. So very funny comedian, very bright, very chipper, very happy individual. Appearing, I don't know her personally, so, and I've been fooled before, so, but I like the persona that is Amber Ruffin, and I definitely catch her whenever I can. But yeah, I think that they're just afraid in this particular climate. They don't really want the echo chamber that the internet becomes after such events happen. So, we get to watch it, and then there's a endless echo chamber of comments about what she said, what she meant, what she thought, what we thought that she meant, how we thought that fits in or doesn't fit in with what's going on. And I don't think that they wanted the extra scrutiny, especially with all of the craziness going on in specifically the White House. And they definitely didn't want to take the heat for any negative comments that might have been made about the president, because they know that the president is petty as shit and retaliatory and will retaliate against them negatively for saying things. Even though this is supposed to still be America and we still supposed to have freedom of speech, but the whole debacle at Columbia with the withholding of the funds, if they didn't chastise the protesters, kind of is leaning towards maybe this isn't America anymore. Maybe at some point this became something else. So a lot of people will argue that was January 20th, but I would have to say it happened way before that. Okay, way before that. But definitely, definitely in the news and of the news this week. The other thing I wanted to bring up real quick is that no, they're not taking your Social Security. They are requiring you to come down and identify yourself if you are unable to. Now, they do have a site online where you can go and verify your identity online, right? But if that does not work out for you, then you have to first locate, because they are closing down Social Security offices left and right in all the different neighborhoods. And that is becoming a problem for a lot of people. These are elderly people we are talking about here, disabled people that we're talking about here. And ease of access should be one of the primary concerns. But apparently, I'm the only one that thinks this way. So, but you have a lot of people who are going to be affected because they don't understand that they have to verify that they are who they say they are in order to continue receiving payments. Now, there was talk about a cost of living increase. I have to speak to my quote unquote sources to find out if that's really a thing or not. It would be great, because they hadn't had a cost of living increase in the last 20 years or so, honestly. And with the way inflation is going and the sticker shock when you hit in the supermarkets on eggs alone, they need a couple extra dollars to say that we can't have our elderlies. There has to be a little bit more care to the people who gave their lives for us, literally their lives over the course of their whole lives for us to be able to have a better life in the future from what their lives was. I mean, come on. And then you have the veterans, you have, the way we treat our elderly in this country is actually appalling, honestly. And our veterans to boot. So yeah, I'd like to see a little bit better treatment for our veterans. Shout out to Assemblywoman Nikki Lucas. I will be going to go holler at her. She's our assembly member for, I believe that's the 5th district. I'm not even sure. Or what her number district is. I know I'm in the 5th community board district, but I don't know what the assembly district's numbers are like that. But I do know that Nikki Lucas is on the committee for the Department of the Aging, which I definitely will be getting involved in. And I know that she's also involved in she's got grants for parks, gardens, sustainable food sources, farmers markets, et cetera, right? So definitely somebody that I want to be talking to in the future. And I've already developed a bit of a rapport with her from other incidents. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll let you guys know how that worked out. But I definitely think that we all should take a serious look at who our local peoples are and possibly apply some pressure. Because the idea that, we believe that the president is responsible for everything, it's not so. Only at the highest levels and only after graduating level upon level upon level upon level do you get presidential. Okay, you start out alderman, lower level councilman, assemblyman. You start out at home in your local districts, and then grow from there, assumedly. But the idea that you can affect change, you can cause things to happen for the better. You just got to know the right people to talk to. So that'll definitely be another thing that we consistently discuss, who our people are and how to go about getting their attention and letting them know that we see this and we want change. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. And yes, you do have the ability and the power to do that. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise too, by the way. So yeah, I got my okay, yeah, so that is officially it. And I do have time for a couple of music videos. And then in my happy goodbye video, I don't care. I got to. And shout out to them they have beautiful voices, do they not? I know they do. But shout out to everybody once again who tuned in tonight. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you guys always. And I look forward to seeing you next week. And at this point, okay, first of all, once again, this is the Lola Shae Show. I am Lola Shae, and this is IAXISRADIO.com. Like I said, so, Al, whenever you're ready, we can just head on out. And I will be seeing you guys next week.
From the South Side.
Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts. My story is one of courage, facing fear, introducing ideas, concepts a lot of cats don't want to hear. I say this verse for the faithful few, and so you understand me clear. I never made a bragging record in my life, but I feel compelled to share the fact that I feel I rap better than y'all. That's neither here nor there. Just know that I'm telling the truth every time that I'm in the booth, providing a burden of proof. Every time I testify, how gangster is that? Tap, tap like Gregory Hines on the track. Double tap, blowing your mind like a cat with a strap. All over the place like cumulus clouds out of nowhere. Focused on you between your eyes as you stare at a creation of God, but you don't care, really. I look at the scenario in reverse, like I'm parking a whip, but don't trip that I have a different opinion that won't fit or match your definition. Fear is not my position, like I said at the top, but he's besties with with sucker MCs who want to believe the opposite. But how gangster is staying true? How gangster is believing in you? How gangster is catching the flu? Lyrically sick for so many years, you forget certain eras where pretenders became kings, puppets who had strings that think that they're Death Stars. But what's a Death Star to an X-Wing? Death Star meaning the soul of an artist suppressed for the sake of success. X-Wing torpedo is a lyrical dart. X-Wing is the underground and the torpedo's the art. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black Eldorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black Eldorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black Eldorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black Eldorado. The thoughts. My motives have been clear from the start. Would often lose my way whenever things got dark. I became comfortable in the shadow. A closed fist receives no blessing. A closed fist can either punch or paddle. But this boat remains deep in Manure Creek. I chose to speak. Prayer was deep. I levitated out of the boat. Moved to south side to challenge some of the goats, so I could be one of the goats, if not the goat. But it so happened to be authenticity is not a prerequisite for a meal. Being real will not guarantee you a deal. So how gangster is sticking with it? How gangster is staying committed? How gangster is knowing your team since 14 and never omitted ugly parts of the story in any verse I ever submitted? How gangster is family first? And how much is your loyalty worth? I'm speaking on the culture here, barking on the vultures here, while staying 10 toes to the earth. So in the spirit of Frank White, I'ma play the back, weapon in hand, way in the back of this New York taxi, right in the back seat, M-O-E-T, peace.
sad to think we're not gonna make it. And it's gotten to the point where we just can't think it. For some ungodly reason, just won't let it die. No, I guess neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye.
What I'm gonna do without you. And I guess you must be wondering the same thing too. Ooh. So we go on together, living a life. Cause neither one of us wanna be the first to say goodbye.
Every time I find the nerve, every time I find the nerve to say I'm leaving.
Oh, memories, those old memories, they get in my way.
Oh, Lord knows it's only me. Oh, He knows it's only me that I'm deceiving. When it comes to saying goodbye, that's a simple word that I just cannot say.
There's no possible way this can have a happy ending. I don't see it, baby. No, no, no. So we just go on, go on hurting and pretending,
and convincing ourselves to give it just one more try.
because neither one of us wants to be the first to say.
Neither one of us wants to be the first to say. Oh, neither one of us wants to be the first to say
Farewell, my love. Goodbye. Oh.
Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for the Lola Shae Show.